perfectly. At times, he did not require a bad delivery to score his runs. But needs to carry on. They've been Tanveer Islam, very impressive. Economical yet so threatening.
No, it's not good feeling. Allows the batter to get a single. But yeah, you're right. I thought that spell that Tanveer Islam had in that last game.
He did not require a bad delivery to
deserved
score
that
his
man
runs.
the ball, the way he bowled well to both the left-handers and right-handers, and that's something. I believe that's a hallmark of a quality bowler.
Islam, very impressive. Yeah, he deserved it. He got that. But economical yet so threatening. The game was set up really nicely by Shamim and the captain. The way they bowled, the
No, it's
captain
not good feeling. Allows the batter to get a single. But yeah, you're right. I thought that spell that Tanveer Islam had in that last game.
He did not require a bad delivery to
deserved
score
that
his
man
runs.
the ball, the way he bowled well to both the left-handers and right-handers, and that's something. I believe that's a hallmark of a quality bowler.
Islam, very impressive. Yeah, he deserved it. He got that. But economical yet so threatening. The game was set up really nicely by Shamim and the captain. The way they bowled, the
No, it's
captain
not good feeling. Allows the batter to get a single. But yeah, you're right. I thought that spell that Tanveer Islam had in that last game.
He did not require a bad delivery to
deserved
score
that
his
man
runs.
the ball, the way he bowled well to both the left-handers and right-handers, and that's something. I believe that's a hallmark of a quality bowler.
Islam, very impressive. Yeah, he deserved it. He got that. But economical yet so threatening. The game was set up really nicely by Shamim and the captain. The way they bowled, the
No, it's
captain
not good feeling. Allows the batter to get a single. But yeah, you're right. I thought that spell that Tanveer Islam had in that last game.
He did not require a bad delivery to
deserved
score
that
his
man
runs.
the ball, the way he bowled well to both the left-handers and right-handers, and that's something. I believe that's a hallmark of a quality bowler.
Islam, very impressive. Yeah, he deserved it. He got that. But economical yet so threatening. The game was set up really nicely by Shamim and the captain. The way they bowled, the
No, it's
captain
not good feeling. Allows the batter to get a single. But yeah, you're right. I thought that spell that Tanveer Islam had in that last game.
He did not require.
হ্যালো, হ্যাঁ কি তুমি ফোন দিছিলা? কি কি বুঝিনি। ও ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, তাই এটা কি হেডফোনের মাধ্যমে নাকি? ও তোরা কেনছো কত দিয়ে ও সিস্টেম? 2300। ও দেখ ভালো হয়েছে। আমি আর কি রে, ও তো কল দিতে পারে না দিয়ে, তো কম্পিউটার দিয়ে তাহলে কি দেখিয়ে দিল। হম, তো বাড়ির সবাই আছে ভালো? তো তুমি তো হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ ইমো সবই তো ওরা চালাইতে পারবা। তা সময়ের ফোনে তুমি ওই নাম্বার দিয়ে ইনস্টল করে রাখবা। সমস্যা দুইটা হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ চালাবো সুমের তো মানে একটা খোলা আছে হুম হুম হ্যাঁ তা পানি হচ্ছে কেমন বৃষ্টিতে গেটের তলায় যায়নি আ- তাই তো আমাদের ওদিকে তো একদম মুখে মুখে হয়ে গেছে বৃষ্টিতে পানি হ্যাঁ না নেট টেট তো মনে হয় দেয় নেই হুম। হ্যাঁ নেট একবারে কমও লাগবে না ভালোই নেট লাগবে না দেখা যাক তারপর 2-3 থান লাগবে হুম হুম। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে ভালো থাকো
156 for 3. Those buildings have been manageable for Bangladesh. No skyscrapers yet, but if this pair manages to go on batting, expect a few skyscrapers going into the last, say, 5 to 10 overs. That's ideal if you're a Sri Lankan fan. 156 for 3.
Both
Those
the batters are
buildings
warming up with the
have
job.
been manageable for
They
Bangladesh.
are.
No skyscrapers yet, but if this pair manages to go on batting,
Bangladesh
expect a few skyscrapers going into the last, say, 5 to 10 overs. That's ideal if you're a Sri Lankan fan. 156 for 3.
Both
Those
the batters are
buildings
warming up with the
have
job.
been manageable for
They
Bangladesh.
are.
Candy always does. No skyscrapers yet, but if this pair
generally turn up in their
manages to,
numbers.
this is a good place
Go
to
on
play cricket
batting.
and watch cricket.
Bangladesh.
I'm sure those skyscrapers going into the last
will be covered
very
very
soon
soon
with
with
10 overs. Spectators
That's
ideal
ideal
if you're a
turning
Sri
up.
Lankan fan.
Nice use of the
156 for
feet.
3. Those
Down
buildings
the ground.
have been
One
manageable
bound
for
for four.
Bangladesh. Candy always does.
No
Skyscrapers
yet,
Seems
but
like
this
they
they
have
generally
warmed
turn
up
up in
now.
their
manages to.
numbers.
Lanka,
This is
a couple
a
of
good place to
boundaries
play cricket
in
and
the
watch
previous
cricket.
over.
Bangladesh.
I'm sure
And
those
this was on the
skyscrapers
cards.
going into the
Areas
last
will be covered very
say,
soon
5
He
to
was
10
bound
overs.
to jump out of the crease to the
Ideal
left
if you're a Sri
arm.
Lankan fan.
Nice use of the
156
feet.
for 3. Those
Down
buildings
the ground.
have been
One
manageable
bound
for
for four.
Bangladesh. Candy always does.
No
Skyscrapers yet,
Seems
but
like
this
they
they
have
generally
warmed
turn
up
up
now.
manages to.
Lanka, a couple of boundaries in the previous over.
5 runs on the first over. The skyscraper areas will be covered very soon with no sensible, very sensible. Nice piece of the fade, down the ground, 1 ball for 4. Can be always done. No striking that was it.
Seems like they just want the Hassan another boundary in the previous over.
5 runs on the first over. The skyscraper areas will be covered very soon with no sensible, very sensible. Nice piece of the fade, down the ground, 1 ball for 4. Can be always done. No striking that was it.
Seems like they just want the Hassan another boundary in the previous over.
5 runs on the first over.
Fine
The skyscraper areas
for a
will be
fine
covered very
result.
soon with no sensible,
That
very sensible. You cannot be offline. You cannot fade down the leg stump. 1 ball for 4. Can be just controlling without the wide the leg stump. Fine in the camera. Fine skyscraper areas will be covered very soon with no level. That kind of exertion you cannot be offline. You cannot fade down the leg stump. 1 ball for 4. Can be just controlling without the wide the leg stump. Fine in the camera. Fine skyscraper areas will be covered very soon with no level. That kind of exertion you cannot be offline. You cannot fade down the leg stump. 1 ball for 4. Can be just controlling without the wide the leg stump. Fine in the camera. Fine skyscraper areas will be covered very soon with no level. That kind of exertion you cannot be offline. You cannot fade down the leg stump. 1 ball for 4. Can be just controlling without the wide the leg stump. Fine in the camera. Fine skyscraper areas will be covered very soon with no level. That kind of exertion you cannot be offline. You cannot fade down the leg stump. 1 ball for 4. Can be just controlling without the wide the leg stump. Fine in the camera. Fine skyscraper areas will be covered very soon with no level. That kind of exertion you cannot be offline. You cannot fade down the leg stump. 1 ball for 4. Can be just controlling without the wide the leg stump. Fine in the camera. Fine skyscraper.
Maybe bringing in Chandimal. You would love that. 172 for 3.
So 72 of 72, that's a very good rate that the Sri Lankans are scoring at. And this is a good partnership between Lanka and Kusal Mendis.
They have been busy. Lanka and Kusal Mendes. Boundaries were dried up due to some good bowling, but a bit of innovation from the left-hander, and captain of Sri Lanka has mounted the pressure on Bangladeshi bowlers. They are faltering now. This is the time for them to cash in. But these two batters.
So just to quickly complete what I was trying to say, Sri Lanka has a good chance of going into the 40th over if this partnership continues, to have at least one set batter going into the last 10 overs, which is critical if you're looking at maximizing those last 10 overs, going at 8 runs an over, maybe 9 runs an over. You need a set batter to lead the way.
And that was the main reason why Sri Lanka was able to get to cash 44, because these two batters remained there till the end.
Just to quickly complete what I was trying to say, Sri Lanka has a good chance of going into the 40th over if this partnership continues.
Wasn't
to
the
have
case in
at
the
least
second one.
one set batter.
Wickets kept on tumbling, hence Bangladeshis were able to square the ODI series. All to play for here.
And having said that, Amir, also the surface at Pallekele lends itself much better to batting. Ball is coming onto the bat, and batting has been far more easier. Conditions have been friendlier. Yes, at the Premadasa, there were a few questions always asked. The batters were never really looked in. At least the odd ball would get stuck in the pitch. Spinners would get the odd ball to turn.
You're right, this is such a true pitch. We haven't seen any ball deviating off the surface for the fast bowlers or the spinners. Well, this is the last ODI played at Pallekele, and after that we'll have the most popular format in subcontinent, T20, and 3 of them.
Yeah, you play this game and the first T20 in Pallekele. Expect a big crowd, I'll tell you. Already, I believe there is a mad rush for tickets there. And then we go to the Rangiri Dambulu Stadium for one game. And we return to Colombo to round off things. So yeah, the shortest format, the most popular, most sought after format in the modern game.
Oh, they love it. They do. And how many tickets have you bought already, Roshan? Oh, this is good. Very good. He loves them there. Anything back of the length is where he swear on those deliveries. Kusal Mendes.
I don't think the fielder had a chance, because once it hit that turf, it bounced so quickly. The fielder had to have his body behind it. Just look at that. No chance. Absolutely no chance. It was the angle, and it just rushed.
You know, usually when you're looking to pull the ball, you have to meet the ball at arm's length. Here, he just used that short arm jab and roll of the wrist. Incredible. Again. The first one, backward of square. The other one, in front of square. He's turning it on. Kusal Mendes. It's 182 for 3.
Well, the last 30 balls, 40 runs, and the last 4 overs, 35 runs.
Yeah, plenty of boundaries scored. And both the batters are matching the ambience. We saw Lanka getting quite a few boundaries against spinners. And the moment faster bowler was introduced, Kusal told himself, it's my turn to find the boundaries. Did it quite well in the previous over.
Well, he's just toying with the bowling. The first boundary he hit was behind square leg, the next one in front of square. Right, so this is the new rule that happens. It's a new ball that gets selected that will go on for the next 16 overs. So it will be one ball and not two balls from either end. So the captain has to make that decision as to which ball he picks. Haven't really seen the captain paying much attention to that.
Well, as this rule is going to evolve, and the captains there will pick the ball with the right thinking. You know, if you want to bowl with the spinners, you need a softer ball. That it shouldn't fly. But at the moment, the ball is flying for the Sri Lankan batters. They've been very consistent in finding boundaries.
Well, that's not the one they're playing with or discarded. That's mounted. And it looks quite good.
Well, the scene looked quite real, didn't it? Somebody must have hit a big six that is stuck there.
Yeah. And look at the size of the ball. Runs here. Couple.
Yeah, but the run rate has picked up. It's jumped to 5.37 now. Ominous signs.
And I didn't realize all the time the focus was so much on Kusal Mendis, who's 86 of 86. Charita Salanka has quietly closed in on another half century, 46 of 50. Doesn't get noticed too much when Kusal Mendis is in this mood.
Yeah, he's been going about the job quite quietly. Doesn't make a lot of noise. But Kusal Mendis is making a lot of noise with the bat. It's 189 for 3.
Top-class batting has really pulled it back for Sri Lanka. 89 runs partnership between Asalanka and Kusal Mendis turned the tide. They are in control now, really picking their shots, picking their spots, and giving a lot of trouble to the Bangladeshi bowlers. Looking very, very ominous. Bangladesh desperately in search of a wicket here. It's been a different ball game altogether compared to the second ODI, when Bangladeshi spinners in particular had tied the batters in knots and hardly gave them any opportunities. But today, it's been a different ball game altogether.
maximum so far. 29 boundaries. It's 116 runs out of 190, which includes 119 dot deliveries. Something that Sri Lanka may rule later is the number of dot deliveries. On a good surface, this is nothing to do with the surface, but just the batsman's mindset and some good bowling in the middle overs as well as in the power play. But certainly with another 88 deliveries more, Shamim, I think even a 300 if these two batters continues in the next 10 overs is a possibility, because this is a high scoring pitch as well as a stadium when it comes to death overs.
Well, if they're going to go and reach the 300 mark, obviously these two, one of these two have got to stay till the end. Will be Kusal Mendes 11 shy of a century, 3 runs shy, Asalanka from a half century. Oh, it's easy for him to back away, but this time there is cover in the deep. Just a single. I see your point, but you've got to give credit to the Bangladeshis in the early part, first half of the match, where they managed to not allow the freedom to the Sri Lankan batters. But once they got settled in, the way they've turned it around in the last 15-20 overs has been exemplary.
Both the batters nearing a milestone, Shamim. Kusal with the 100, Charita Salanka with the 50. Best time for Madison Mirage, as batters probably not will take any risk, play the ball on its merit. They squeeze in some more dot deliveries. Also for courses, game plan slightly changes, and once these two batters, if they get to the milestone, they'll probably tee off, and that will be an opportunity.
Yeah, well, that's the dot you're talking about. Finished the over, 193 for 3. You were mentioning the dot balls, 120 of them. Really, in 20 overs, that's quite a significant number, with no sixes in an ODI in the 37th over. Big surprise. Kept Padlock, that is struck delightfully. The manner, despite the fact that a little bit of a low bounce, he adjusted so very well and thrashed it away back with a point.
They almost played off Jafar Ali's gloves. Played it so late. That was quick by Tanvir Islam. Almost 90 kilometers per hour. This is what Kusal Mendes have done right throughout this series. Finding gaps for perfection.
The boundary of the first ball immediately puts the pressure on Tanvir Islam. Comes back with a better delivery. Easy to tuck it away. Hasn't been that uncertainty of the wicket. Batters being able to trust the pace and bounce of the wicket. So batting much easier.
This is wonderful conditions for batting, that's for sure. Pitch is keeping up to the reputation, being one of the best, or if not the best, stadium for batting in Sri Lanka. Lightning fast outfield. The pitch is any batsman's dream to bat on. UJPL, but the wicket keeper had absolutely no interest.
And he was moving down to the left side. You could see he was following the ball. Understandably, the little things that encourage the bowlers, just just beating the bat is a bit of a moral victory. Again, easy enough to roll the wrists, handle the single.
Yeah, nearing his milestone, Charita Salanka, so hence not taking any risk playing with the turn against the left arm spinner. A couple of deliveries before. Yeah, the height, the line, certainly the gain see a bowler, and the wicket keeper's reaction, he did not even respond. He was after the ball.
Kusal Mendes is going to take it easy. Just 5 shy of another milestone. Tanvir just coming to the end of his quarter of 10 overs. Been a little expensive. He's taken a good wicket. Oh, Billy! Oh, goodness! Did he get an edge? I don't think he had, but he finishes the over well and his spell. 199 for 3.
Manager Mahinda Halagura in the middle. Jian Mubarak, cricket analyst / coach. Wanindu Hasaranga in his playing kit, but not parade yet. So, and that's an indication that Sri Lanka will go on with the same batting lineup that just tried out in the last game. With Janit Linagi at 6, Belalgi at 7.
Thinking of a run there, but not getting it. The last ball of the previous over, there's a little bit of drift. And turn, not gathered cleanly by Jagir Ali, even at the last attempt trying to whip off the bails. Asalanka leans away, thinks of a run.
A couple of deliveries have turned now. That was beautifully bowled, Tanvir Islam, the last ball of his spell. Really missing the outside edge, but nicely done by Tanvir Islam, who's expensive, but it's bowled well.
Well, 3 milestones may be completed by 1 run. Sri Lanka on 199, Asalanka on 49, the partnership on 99 of 99. How often those figures appear together?
You're trying to jinx it, Shamim Chowdhury.
Not trying to jinx it at all, just giving you the figures. There you see, he gets a single and all the scores tick over. That is very, very well done. Jasuri appreciates that. So do the support staff and his partners.
Brings up Charith Asalanka's 50, 100 partnership between Mendes and Asalanka, and the 200 for Sri Lanka, as you said, Shamim. 16th half century for Charith Asalanka. Third against Bangladesh, and he certainly likes playing against Bangladesh, as he has 200s as well in his career. Now you probably see, after getting to his milestone, a different ball game from Charith Asalanka, trying to tee off.
Well, Kusal Mendes will go on his merry way, and he's going to sweep that so confidently. He's done that over and over in this innings, and he races to 1 shy of a century.
Well controlled, and he's been playing with the deep square leg fielder and deep mid-wicket fielder right throughout these innings. Picture perfect sweep shot, and perfectly timed and play shot. Right in the gap, no stopping that. Just a run away.
199. There he goes, 100 for Kusal Mendes. What a masterly innings. Was difficult early on, but he has done mastercraft at the end of that 38th over. We'll come back to that. Good innings from him. It's 205 for 3. The right numbers appearing on the board for Sri Lanka. 100 for Kusal Mendes. Charith Asalanka on 50. Looking very ominous. This partnership of 105 of 102.
600 in his career, 5th at home. And this was nicely done. right throughout this Bangladesh tour of Sri Lanka. He's been in red hot form. Never seen Sanjay Surya smile this wide ever since he started coaching. Appreciated by the Sri Lankan side. Best stat about all of these, when Kusal Mendy scores 100 at home, Sri Lanka never lost. But that's something I'm pretty sure Jan Mubarak, the computer analyst, would have sent that out, message to the dugout. The only time Sri Lanka did lose, that it could have been closer, did lose after scoring 100 was in the World Cup 2023 in India at Hyderabad against Pakistan. Was certainly a key player performing in a very, very important game for Sri Lanka.
And you can see how he enjoyed it. He knew he had to really fight for it early. And his captain and partner really coming across and saying, well done, but we've got to keep on going. About 12 overs after this, Sri Lanka looking to pile on the runs. Taskin Ahmed will be under pressure. Oh, tries to bowl the wideish Yorker. Sensible delivery to bowl at this point in time.
Yeah, certainly. I think Charita Sri Lanka, after reaching the milestone, anything in his arc which is middle stump on a good lane, he's going to start target the deep mid-wicket area. And Taskin Ahmed, he has played so much cricket against Charita Sri Lanka, he'll probably know that's his arc. The best line to bowl and best length to bowl full just outside the yaw stump. If you miss it, probably end up in the grass banks.
Though nothing's ended up over the top in the grassy banks yet. Waiting for the first six.
A captain's knock. But since he walked in, he looked very busy, reversing the singles, played the fast bowlers really well, used the angles pretty well as well. Not a single six, that's quite different Charita Sri Lanka as we've seen in the past. He likes to go aerial, that occasionally he did, but did not time it well down the ground. Certainly a captain's knock, just what the Sri Lankan side wanted, a serious decider.
Now you're going to see more shots flying like that. That's too easy. Short, just drifting down leg. All he had to do is help the ball on its way to the boundary.
I'll try and explain why Taskin Ahmed is reluctant to pitch it full, Shamim. Since mid-off in the circle, he cannot pitch it full and miss the Yorker against the Centurion. And now he's dragging back the length and playing into Kusal Mendy's hands. He loves this stroke. And especially when you have fine leg in the circle, it becomes almost a freebie. Tough task for the fast bowlers, especially before the 40th over. Only 4 fielders are allowed outside.
He tries to bowl the Yorker. Makes it into a low full toss. Fielder coming around. And just the 2 runs. It's been a brilliant 100. He started off quite attackingly and then settled down in the middle period when there were wickets falling and the fielding was good from Bangladesh. But once he got into his rhythm, there was no stopping him. Shots forward of square, backward of square, all around the ground.
High quality knock from a high quality player. A pressure game. Well in control, hardly a foot been put in wrong side by Kusal Mendy. 107 of 98 deliveries with less risk shows the area of stroke he has in his repertoire. A single to end the 39th over, 214 for 3.
.143 was his highest in the bowler versus New Zealand, versus Pakistan. West Indies, he's got 100s. He's got his second against Bangladesh here at Pallekele, and he's looking to go big. He's looking very dangerous, very much in sync with the requirements, and tremendous pressure on the Bangladeshi bowlers.
Good back and wheel. Very strong.